voltage monitoring system using MSP430 LunchBox. Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Konark Sharma. In this lecture, we will learn about the basic overview of voltage monitoring system using MSP430 LunchBox from Saksham Singh. Upon completion of this lecture, learners will be able to understand the basic overview of voltage monitoring system using MSP430 LunchBox. So let's get it started.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Saksham Singh. I am a student of Netaji Subhas University of Technology, MTech VLSI, and my roll number is 2023 PEV 3217. And here is my project. The title of my project is Voltage Monitoring System. It is basically a GUI application based voltage monitoring system. And here is the setup. Here I have used the MSP430 microcontroller, which is also commonly known as the LunchBox. So on the P1.0 pin of the port 1, I have connected any particular analog sensor or any target device whose voltage we wish to monitor. In this case, we have used a potentiometer setup. The potentiometer setup is basically utilized for seeing that if the application is working correctly or not. And if it does work correctly, then we are using the EM18 module. This EM18 module is our target sensor for this particular case. For EM18 sensor, we'll be monitoring its voltage, if its voltage is in a particular range or not. Here is a view of the code that I have used. This is the Code Composer Studio, which is basically an integrated development environment provided by the Texas Instrument itself. So this is a brief view of the code. Now, whenever we load the or download the code into the microcontroller, what is actually going to happen is that the microcontroller, that is the MSP430, is going to look for any analog value or any analog voltage that comes on the P1.0 pin, and that particular analog value will be sent to the ADC, which is an SAR, that is successive approximation register type ADC, and that value will be converted to a digital equivalent. Now, since that value will be converted to the digital equivalent, I have utilized a mechanism in my code, that is I have used a voltage divider ratio. That voltage divider ratio is nothing but it is basically a ratio of reference voltage to the total number of points that are available on the ADC, that is 2 to the power n. And we know that in case of MSP430 microcontroller, we have a 10-bit ADC. So the resultant of that comes out to be, that is the reference voltage, which is 5 volt in my case. So 5 volts divided by 1023. So I will be multiplying any ADC value that is going to be provided as the output by the ADC, and will be multiplying that value with the ADC value to get an analog voltage. So after getting the analog voltage with the help of the UART communication, that is universal asynchronous receiver transmitter, I'm going to send that data serially to the Python compiler, where the Python compiler is going to plot the data as well as show a voltage log. So here is the PyCharm IDE, and I have utilized the PyCharm. I used the PyCharm IDE for the Python code. So this is basically a Python code. I have used the tkinter, matplotlib, and canvas modules of the Python alongside with the theme ttk for providing a beautiful theme to my application. So when we run this application, here I'm going to run it. So this is the interface of my GUI application that I'm going to get. So here we can select the channel, that is in which channel, since we know that there are 8, we can see there are 8 pins in the MSP430 for each port. So from channel 0 to channel 7, we can select any channel on which we wish to take data from. So here in our case, we have connected the EM18 module on port 1.0. So we're going to select channel 0. So once we select channel 0, we're going to press this button, that is start real-time plot. And once we click on it, the real-time plot is going to get started here. So we can see that on the right hand side, we have a plot, and on this plot, we can see the voltage is getting plotted in real time. And on the left hand side, we have a voltage log, and this voltage log is basically telling us the voltage values in millivolts alongside with their statuses, that is the voltage is normal or not. So here in my case, the voltage level that I have set, which is basically a random level. So I've chosen 100 millivolts as the level. So whatever sensor that we are going to use, we can set the reference, or we can set the voltage level to be normal or to be in a dangerous state according to that particular sensor. So that was all about my project. Thank you.
Finally, we would like to cooperate with you according to the best of our knowledge. Keep your feedback and suggestions coming. They help us to provide you quality work that resonates with your needs and requirements. Thanks much for sharing your kind suggestions. Keep healthy, keep learning, and keep growing.
KONARK'S Research. Subscribe now.